Welcome back, friends. In the last video, we have seen something known as a context in JavaScript. In case of browser, we have a window object or window context where whatever you write, it resides inside your window object. It is also known as a global object or global context. In case of a node, it is a global context and there is one global object as well. You can access it. So today we are going to see about hoisting in JavaScript, and it is also very important topic and pretty much advanced. So let's get started. So whatever function declarations you make or you create or you declare are scanned first and made available to everyone. And whatever variable declarations you make or create are scanned and made undefined. So here I am declaring a variable which is on line number 4, but it was made available on line number 1. So how this happens? Basically JavaScript scans your entire program and finds out how many functions are there. And whenever this function is there, it is made available to you on your first line of execution. Also, whatever variable you declare, those variables are scanned and made undefined on top of it. I mean, on top level. So that is known as hoisting. Whatever you have declared in your program being scanned and then hoisted on front, on or on top level, you can say. So let us just see one example here. What do I mean by declaring a variable and it's being hoisted and made undefined? So I am declaring a variable here, right, as a name and value Nilesh. Let me just remove this. So if I print this here directly, I will be able to access it because I have assigned some value to it. So let us see what happens if I run this program. Yes, we are getting our name as it was expected here. But let me cut this line and paste it here and let us see what happens now. So if I run this, I am seeing undefined. Obviously first line is printed by this function as we are calling that function on first line. So that is what is happening here. But my name is undefined. So whatever I have declared here is made available to me but as undefined. So it will remove its value and just declare that variable there without any value. So if I comment this out or remove this name variable, I will get one error. So yeah, name is not defined. So JavaScript tried to access or scan all the variables in this program and hoist it for me or to be available. But currently name is not there. So let me just add again. So let me show you in a very simple way here that how hosting works. So JavaScript first scans this program or this file and it finds all the function declarations and takes those function declarations and moves them on top of that file, and it scans all the variables. Let's see, we have a name variable here. It actually declares on top and makes it available but without any value, and the assignment basically happens here on the actual line. If I run this program, I'll get the same output which we were getting in the last run. So that is how hoisting works. That's why my function was available to me before its declaration. So yeah, that is all we can see here. We have seen this global context right now, but when we execute any program, it creates its own context or it is known as execution context. So let me show you one more example. Currently I have this show message function, right? So let's say I am declaring a variable here with name as a username and a value as user1. So what happens if I uh, sorry, I just added as extra there. So if I write console.log after its declaration and I try to access it, I will be able to access it here. So let me just run this again. So as you can see, hello YouTube and user1 is printed. But let me show this one more time, that I am just moving my console.log line before the variable declaration. So ideally I should get one error here because I'm trying to access this variable before its declaration. But due to hoisting, what happens in this execution context, basically JavaScript scans all these things, and if any variable is being found, it makes it is available on top but with undefined value. So that is why we are seeing two undefined lines. One is from here, so do not worry about it. Let me just comment this and run again. So this line gives me the undefined. So basically what happens, JavaScript just scans this execution context and hosts it, that variable is being hosted here without any value to it. And what happens exactly, it is assigning the value here. That is why we are saying undefined. If we remove this part or this declaration, so we will definitely get the error there. So that is what happens and how hosting works. So that is the hosting part here. And in the next video we will see let, where and const keywords and how we can use them. So that's all for today, guys. Keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.
I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this unlove, 'cause I'm